Would you rather not be able to laugh or not be able to read?
Not be able to read.
Yeah.
Man?
I was about to say.
Yeah, I know me,
There's
bro.
no fucking way you're going to live your life.
Laughing, bro.
When you laugh to a
It
point
feels
that you even
good,
start getting
dog.
cramps, bro.
Yo, it feels
Or
brilliant.
you can't even breathe and you
Best
tears come
feeling.
out of your eyes.
There's feeling in life.
There's no way.
And
Bro, imagine living your life without laughing. You know who
I think it's the third best feeling in the world.
Sometimes laughter
And genuine
is able
laughter.
to get you through the day.
Yeah, and genuine laughter at
That's
that.
how we survive the day,
Yeah,
guys.
true. That's why I get to say time is actually another form of like imprisonment. Because if you're constantly looking at time, then that means you are like always, you're like restricted to doing things for as long as you either want to do them.
You do things within the boundaries of time.
Yeah, definitely.
If you
So-
are poor and you don't have a lot of things in life, or you don't have opportunities to make money, bro, you pay with your dignity.
Yeah, morals as well.
Morals, yeah.
You pay with your dignity, with everything that is not of money. Go ahead. You pay with those
You
things.
put yourself on the line, babe.
Is that why people sell their souls?
yeah.
Sell their souls, their bodies.
I think
No, but some of
being in those types of jobs, you must also try by every means to just protect your family from them knowing where who is who in your family. To say, if you know this is what you do, then just stay away from your family. You can't live
a certain lifestyle.
the normal lifestyle because of just that shame that you might just be bringing your family to. Because
you know,
Would you rather go back 200 years and meet your ancestors, or go forward 200 years and meet your descendants?
Shit.
That's a good
I'd rather
one.
go back.
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'd rather go back.
Rather go back. I've got questions. I want to see how they
Yeah,
were.
yeah. I've got questions.
Yeah.
Hello, Street Squads. Welcome to GSL, Global Streetz Live. I'm chilling with my people, chilling with my squad, doing what we do best, as the bests of the bests of the bests. My name is Witty on air. I've got LSG, Lesejo, Dope Tunes, Yonkin Tipo Yawasha. I'm kidding. I've got Gajiso, who's ensuring that our voices come across to this video.
Yeah.
And then we've got our beautiful young sister, Neo, who is also playing a very important role,
which is
ensuring that we behave, And yeah, there's been a lot of mischievous activities happening here. So yeah, she's putting us in check. How you guys doing?
we all good.
You good? All right. Street Squad, today we are going to be putting a bit of a twist because we are supposed to be on vacation, just like everybody else is still. So, yeah, we're going to play some games and just put a bit of fun to it. I think the guys just felt that, they are a bit tired. As you can see, he's yawning. So, I just thought that,
Shit.
maybe...
Mr. Mazamula.
So yeah, we just thought that, hey man, let's just give them a break or give us a break and just do what we do. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, let's roll with it.
Okay.
Neo, are you going to be running the games
Yes.
or starting us into the games?
Yes, let's have a little bit of fun with Would You Rather.
Would you rather is the name of the game.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Bucala kama.
you, of course.
Ha!
How?
Nice.
Gesinze.
Yeah.
Gesinze ka
This will probably wake you up. Clouds of Sabarok.
Okay, listen, home. Would you rather no longer be able to tell the time or always be an hour late to everything?
No longer be able to tell the time or always be an hour late. Hey, I can't be an hour late because, imagine I've got a business deal and I'm an hour late. The deal is gone.
Or an interview.
But also, if I can't tell the time, then I'm gonna be late.
So either way, you're just gonna be late.
Maybe I'm gonna be late by 2 minutes, so can't tell the time.
Yeah. I think
That sounds more like it.
So you're going with can't tell the time.
Yeah, it's an hour late. That one is too.
What if you make provisions?
What do you mean?
You let whoever you're gonna make you with, or you have an illness of being 1 hour late. So the meeting can start at 10.
But you're gonna rock up at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see,
But-
that's how I was also probably gonna approach it. Because not being able to tell the time, you're literally lost.
But then
At least if you're an hour late, you're just constantly
Like you can get there
aware.
4 hours early,
Yeah.
4 hours late.
Yeah, Anton.
You're always in limbo. It's so miserable
Yes.
not knowing.
yes.
but then like people will it's not everyone's gonna understand that you're gonna arrive an hour late.
You can at least make plans, provisions
Because
for
now
it.
if you can't tell the time and someone says, okay, the meeting starts at 10, you can arrive 2 hours before that.
But you can also arrive
But I
2
can
hours
arrive
after that.
10 hours after.
An hour late, you can even unkabua mahaka, or there was an accident.
Yeah.
You can even text to guys, I'm running
running
late
late,
'cause
yeah.
there's an accident. Yeah, whatever the case is, you can. How when you can't tell time, you're messed up.
I mean, ask me for instance.
The doctor's appointment, all that, like nothing will go right.
And if you can't tell the time, that means you won't even know which day it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you imagine you
that
have a
one is too
hangover.
heavy, ne?
Huh?
That one is too heavy.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
But it's too late to change your answer.
Yeah,
No,
it's too
that's
late.
fine.
No, it's still. Knowing who I'm going to be late for an hour every time, it's going to fuck me over.
So not knowing where
Would you
you
go-
are,
Well, I'll look at TV. It's going to tell me what time it is.
you're not able to tell anything telling you the time. There's nothing that'll tell you the time.
You can't
the
read it.
The programs are going to tell me what time is it.
No,
because
that's the
guys,
thing.
like
That's,
8.
That-
now you're
that-
putting a solution to it.
No.
You
Remember,
are, which
I
is
can't
now
see what
defeating
time
the
is it.
question.
But I know this thing is like after 7.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're putting a solution to it.
Okay, what if
Literally,
the
this
option
is
that you
the thing
chose-
to say. You're not able to tell the time. TV's not telling you. These are new
So I'm
programs. You
lost.
don't know what time. You're
yeah,
lost.
basically, because now the option that you chose.
But anyway, it's fine, bro.
basically-
You can't change your option.
Yeah,
That's
if
how
you
you
chose
want to
that-
live. That's how you feel.
Because the option that you chose as Squeezy Acho, let's say now they wipe out your memory of time.
Yeah. Or
Now
of
you can't tell
programs.
nothing. So even if you watch the news, it won't. Because obviously
Yeah, it
on
won't
the
tell
news
you.
it tells you the time,
Yeah.
but because of you and the option that you chose, you literally can't see that.
Yeah.
Everybody else can, but
Yeah.
you can't.
Oh, you don't know. Yeah,
Imagine showing up at the office at 3 o'clock amatsa,
exactly.
or showing up there at 4 o'clock.
And you know, it's like a winter. It still seems like it's dark.
Yeah, because you could. The solution would be to try to tell the time. Because remember, in the
Shit.
back then we didn't have watches.
Yeah.
So they could tell the time in terms of
Yeah, the sun and so on. Yeah.
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna know what time is it.
What about you, Khwezi?
No, I'll go with like the hour late. It's easier to just navigate around that because you know you're an hour late. Yes, it's probably going to piss off a lot of people, but I'll probably have a way of just getting them to understand.
Oh, you've got a sickness.
Yeah. And I think, you're asking that question. And that is like, that's literally what I'm going through in my life right now.
You can't tell the time.
No, I'm always an hour late.
Until you have to show up for your job.
My job.
The
I've had a
job.
few encounters, brother. I nearly signed this past week because of that.
Lateness.
No, I'm joking. I'm always very early. But yeah, I think I'd go with the hour late. That will at least give me an idea of what's going on in my life. Unfortunately, we live in a time where just time is like time. Like it's so important. And I had funny that you are actually bringing this up. There was actually an old friend of mine who once said to me to say, time is actually another form of like imprisonment. Because if you're constantly looking at time, then that means you are like always, you're like restricted to doing things for as long as you either want to do them.
You do things within the boundaries of time.
Yeah, Antoine. So if you're doing something that you really like doing, but now you're pressed to say, fuck, 10 o'clock I need to go and sleep because I have to wake up tomorrow and go to work. So I can't do it up until 2 o'clock in the morning. Antoine.
That's why I like creatives. They create irregardless of time. Why am I saying irregardless? Regardless of time.
Yeah, my brother.
Because I feel like time forces you to conform to
Yeah.
whatever. The rules
That's
of
why we
society.
That's why it's like a chain.
Sessions, Kabuma 2, they go all the way to 7 o'clock in the
Michael
morning.
Jackson
Beat
used
go.
to do that. His producers know, like when he has an idea, he will call them like, okay, come to the studio. And that's
Right
like
now, yeah.
about 3 a.m.
In the-
Because
whenever-
he believed in this thing that, I forgot what they call it, but
Yo,
that,
what if I was easy?
but that if you don't utilize that, the universe will give it to someone else. Basically, whatever you're thinking about now,
Yeah.
you have a specific window time frame,
yeah.
whereby you're the only person that's thinking of it.
Then you must
Until now,
apply
it's
it now.
accessible to everyone. Yes. So if I know, get the agenda next week, then you see whatever you thought about
Is now
is
getting
being
done by
implemented.
somebody else.
Then you're like,
Fuck.
but I thought about it.
That's
And
us.
see, you didn't use it
Yeah,
at the time, when
yeah.
it needed to be
Shit.
used.
He was smart because
It's
now.
a very
Yeah.
crazy.
So they
but-
knew at any time that we're on the clock 24 hours. If at 3 calls, 2 calls, we're at the studio.
Yeah, what if I'm drunk at 2? Then he's calling.
That's the thing
Well, you
about
gotta
being
go.
a creative. Like, you don't have to be sober. You don't have to be time confined,
Yeah.
constrained. There's no... It's fluid. It
You are
allows you to be free and
You are
to be
in control.
True, yeah, true.
Yeah.
It does.
And what about you, KG?
And being a creative is my fucking thing, dog. Because now usually I can't sleep early, but I wake up late. For an example, when I'm editing a podcast episode, I edit it up until 2 o'clock in the morning. The time I'm going to work in the morning. But I am able to wake up because I don't have a choice. I need to fucking wake
Yeah.
up. But if I was not gonna wake up that morning, I was definitely waking up at 10 o'clock.
But again, you're working from home.
Well,
But again,
not all the time.
With me, nah,
I think he's putting insomnia to
I'm a
good
bit of the
practice.
opposite, nah. I sleep early, I wake up early, but I can't function with time, whereby you are constrained to work. Now I'm one person, I can be, let's say, work 2 hours, do what needs to be done in 2 hours, in 8 hours. And then the rest of the time I need to,
Do your own things.
yeah, not my own things, but let's say I have ADHD, so I'm gonna be up, down, up, down, up, down. I don't want this thing of saying, no, sit down, work here, do that,
Yeah.
do that, do that. I can't. So, and my creativity burns out quickly. I'm a morning person, so before 12, I must finish all my work. Otherwise, I won't function thereafter.
As I said,
You know
that
what he's
time
saying
makes
is
you
so-
conform.
what you're saying makes so much sense. Because if you think about it now, if you look at babies from birth up until maybe the age of 6, they are very active. They are doing their own things. They have their own minds that when we look at, we think it's just a baby. It's just absurd. But if you really observe babies a little further into just what we regard as just baby stuff, there's a certain element and a very important element of intelligence in them, because this is just natural gift and talent. So when you mentioned, Jorge, you don't really like conforming to the time because it just somehow just steals a bit of your just what you would actually just want to do. Because you said you do things for like maybe the first 2 hours of what you need to do, and then the rest, not that you're loitering and gallivanting, but you use it to other things that are just making you as an individual.
Complete, yeah.
So I think
There's this thing that I read about. This thing of sleeping once a day for 8 hours is not how the human body's designed. We're supposed to take naps in between. That's why I got like about 12 or 2. Then after you eat, you're like, I have the itis. I feel sleepy
Yep.
now. No, that's when you should be taking.
You should be taking
that
a nap,
hour nap or 2 hour nap. Then you recharge. This whole 8 hour shit is
It's nonsense, yeah.
What
It's
it's supposed to
compressed
be.
in one, yeah.
You're supposed to, just like your meals. You're not supposed to have one big meal.
Yeah.
But divided.
Portions.
Apparently, that's how even our sleeping patterns. So if you're feeling sleepy, even though or I've been sleeping, that's because your body's telling you it's that time, my guy. I need to nap now.
Did you
That's
see
true,
that
'cause
article
even-
where they're actually making like table beds in classes in China
Yeah.
for the students?
You know, Google, the company Google, actually, even some corporates go China, they promote sleeping.
Nap time.
Yeah.
So if you sleep, it actually means that you're working hard. And they allow it for like an hour or so
Yeah.
just to nap. And
Yeah.
Google even have like those sleeping pods
Okay.
where you can go, and when you go in that pod, it's just silence.
Silence,
there's
yeah,
nothing.
complete, yeah.
And you sleep and you
Yeah.
nap.
It's
Unlike
not
this
like
corporate setup where they tell you if they find you sleeping, they fire you.
If I, bro, imagine.
It's an little.
If
Piece
you're gonna
of
go, it's a
shit.
natural thing.
Yeah,
Bruh.
it's on a little crutch. Like you know crutch. I think there's two
Oh, yes.
nap times.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now I also read that sleeping during the day, it basically almost like stimulates.
It's
the
good
brain.
for the brain, yeah.
It's good for the brain. It's good for the body because
Mm-hmm.
you know, Lee. I don't know if you guys have heard of how robalam tiare, but you basically like you. That's how the body grows as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why even in children.
And that's how
it's-
children, yeah.
It's actually a
like
thing.
that
Like the
time, yeah.
hormone that stimulates growth is only activated when you're asleep.
Okay.
So that's why batho ba kgale ba re, "O batla ho hola, tsamaya ho robala." It's actually a
That's why
thing.
lay medication, they normally want you to actually sleep after taking medication.
Yeah.
Because that's where now maybe the
3
body.
times a day.
Yeah.
Morning, in the afternoon,
Yeah,
and night. So
on
that
time.
means, and you feel
You should
drowsy
probably
during-
sleeping 3 times a
sleeping
day, yeah.
during that
Shit.
time.
It's quite
So
interesting,
that's why
actually.
I was saying that this whole time thing, as you said, feels like a prison because it forces
Yeah.
you to conform. Even
Yeah,
if,
it does.
I wonder batho ba kgale ne ba etsa jwang? Like how did they, like they didn't have phones and saying, "I'm here, where are you?" How did they set arrangements?
Yeah. No, it's the
By
same
letters.
thing. Yeah. The sun. Like Nell mentioned as well.
they tell the time.
No,
by
but
the
they
sun.
sent letters and
No, like our forefathers, like Bo Mshaka.
Oh, back
You
then.
think Bo Shaka Zulu sent letters?
Even if they sent
they'll
a
send
messenger.
a man.
Yeah, a messenger. But then, like, it depends.
That's like people that of a higher stature. So let's say normal. I don't want to say peasants, but normal people, civilians. How did they? Let's say naklakana luena somewhere. Okay, Kazwagala, I need to go somewhere. Let's meet up where at this time.
As
Yeah, they
I-
probably just visited each other.
Oh, I think
They
they
just
were.
rocked up.
Yeah,
No, I don't
he
think they just
woke up.
rocked up because now, as I mentioned, they used to tell the time using the sun or the
Yeah.
stars, right? So they know if I need to go give this message to Hoiti, it'll take me a day
Yeah.
to get there. So what's the
Yeah.
and then by the time you go Hoiti, the sun will set.
Yeah.
So I feel like they that's how they told time. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get here at this
And I
time.
guess so.
Kausa.
So they were very, they had
And you
to.
know, we can sit here and think that life was very complicated.
Simple.
This
So
one is
simple.
complicated.
yeah.
Because maybe things were very simplified at the
It
time.
was very.
Nah, they
I
were.
prefer that. The only thing back then it was difficult because if you have a cut, you are fucked because down the antibiotics, down eating. So survival back then, that's why life expectancy was so short. Like literally anything could cause your death. Now I'd say about you cut your hand whilst cooking. Get doctoring, but that's 8 men, but antibiotics. What we take for granted now, back then was a do or die situation. But back then life was much simpler. No as retro. Tshwantse ke tsohe ka nako e. Tshwantse ke fihle mosebetsing ka nako e. Tshwantse ke break ka nako e. Tshwantse ke chase ka nako e. At this age, tshwantse o fetsa sekolo. At this age, tshwantse o thole mosebetsi. At
Ah,
this
bro,
age,
the
tshwantse.
system fucked us over. Bro.
Yeah.
Back then, all you needed to work for is to eat. No nane
You
rent.
just needed to be alive,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
No nane rent. Oh nane this. Oh nane that. You even pay for
Bro,
shit
you
that you didn't think you would pay, like water. Oh,
Bruh.
You know, it costs more for you to be alive than being dead.
Yeah.
Because you literally pay to be alive.
Yeah.
If you know
The way
wanna
so
pay-
fucked up. No, sure, it's expensive because trying to patale mkoti, trying to patale.
You pay all the way to your death.
If you are poor and you don't have a lot of things in life or you don't have opportunities to make money, bro, you pay with your dignity.
Yeah, morals as well.
Morals, yeah.
You pay with your dignity, with everything that is not of money. Go
Yeah.
in. You pay with those
You
things.
put yourself on the line, basically.
Is that why people sell their souls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sell their souls, their bodies.
No, but some of them, they're very selfish.
Who?
People that sell their souls. Sometimes you tell them to like, this person can actually afford to leave,
But
to have
still
a
they
house
want
and a
more.
car.
But they want more.
millions. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I want power. I want riches.
They want millions, man.
But let's not digress. Let's go back to the game.
Yeah, let's go back to the game. yeah.
Taking the question, Tev.
Right. Okay. Listen.
You can ask us individually, ne? Of our own thingy.
Yeah, we don't all have to answer one question.
One question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
KG,
okay.
Khoitsi,
Yeah.
let me ask you. Let me
Just so
start
that
with
goes
you.
quicker.
Sure.
Let me start with you, Khoitsi. Would you rather date someone who is
Ah.
introverted or someone who is extroverted?
Yo, that's a very good question.
Would you like to date someone
That's
who's
a
like you
Very good
who's
or
not
question.
like you?
introverted? Nah, se le tsa lerata le di two.
Papa Bali
I get about opposites attract, or we want someone like you.
Go supermarket, but ba kene ba le ba two.
Couple
They can't fucking shut up.
They can fucking shut up.
Couple fitting.
I think I'm okay with both, hey? For some
Would
reason.
you rather
You have to pick one.
this
Okay,
guy?
I don't
Would you
know.
look at this guy? This guy can't decide. Would you rather?
Okay. Now, I'm probably going to go with the introverted then.
Why?
I don't know, like, it just feels better. I'm a man. I feel like
O batla ebo baba?
no, not even Yebo Baba, but it should just be a very calm person. Because when I go extroverted, now my mind is racing now. I'm starting to associate with things that I'm not liking already, type of thing. I'm talking like uspita or papa, to be everywhere, to be too much.
That's you.
So I'm now going with introverted. I prefer them introverted rather than. It's fine. I'll teach them how to be extroverted.
That's where the problem is.
Okay,
The
Nseho.
problem is shit.
Nseho, would you rather have sex with one person or several people?
With one person or
Several people.
several. Oh, that one is a given.
We don't know what the given is.
No, tell us.
That one is a given. Why would I? But it's also safe to have sex with just one person.
Bro, don't overthink it, bro. What would your desire be?
It's funny how wow Jaco Arab, but they're not just a simple question of introvert.
No, I can
extrovert.
try.
Took him
He's
30 minutes.
overthinking it.
Nakwe we say I'd rather have both.
Yeah, you can't have both in this situation.
No, I can't have both. For the sake of making life interesting, several people.
Okay. Why several people?
Because I mean, one person, unless I don't have a problem. But if akanyala several people, I'll choose several people in
But
this case. But because life would be boring with just one person.
But you could also still marry several people.
Okay, let's make it this.
Man.
So it's not about marriage. It's okay. It's not marriage.
It's
is
not
the,
about marriage.
Is the
It's part of my reasoning.
no? I go share more. I say ki chore yanong pela. How marriage is like you can't marry more than one person.
This is a lifetime thing, by the way. So if you're choosing to
No, definitely several.
several
Lifetime.
for the rest of your life, for the rest of your life,
It's a good choice, buddy. Good
How
choice.
you choosing to
Yeah.
spend the rest of your life with this
Yeah.
one person,
No, definitely several.
several people. Won't you get bored though?
With what? With several.
Yeah, forever. Like you're always with someone else.
Bro, you're overthinking it. Don't think about that right now. Right now, it's several or one.
Hey, my man, you need to.
Hey, I'll take
You need to weigh
corrupted.
options. You need to weigh all options.
Hey, I'll
because
take
this is life.
corrupted.
Oh, you mean so all those other things are included in it?
Yeah, you need to think about that as well.
Several
Remember,
sounds
it's
better,
for the
buddy.
rest of your life.
Sounds better, but it sounds better even for dying.
Bro, you can still die with one partner.
I know, but I don't want to speed up the process.
It's not going to speed up the process.
It's
you can
gonna-
still be speeding up the process of dying with one partner.
I know, but you're gonna speed up the process, my man. you still wear a seatbelt even though you are pairing, right?
Exactly.
Right? But
Yes.
if you wear it, right?
Of course.
Then
And
I need to be cautious.
Yeah.
Fine, you can be cautious. But even with that one person, you could die tomorrow.
But you still need to be cautious. Anyway, that's my
Several people.
confused on this one. In fact, you leader to dying.
It's not true.
It says a lot about him.
Nah, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Okay. Kagiso. Would you rather have a threesome with twins or with a celebrity couple?
Celebrity couple, a man and a wife.
Maybe twins.
What are these twins? Could they be?
Hey,
good
don't
and
go
boy?
there. Don't go there
They can
because
be
our race shit I heard this
Fuck you,
morning.
don't fucking talk shit. Fucking bullshit.
Oh,
It's just twins. Doesn't matter if it's a girl
So it's both-
boy or
both-
it's identical or just twins. Which one?
at least you got twins. You can think who they probably girls, and both of them are girls.
But what if
With a
with
couple.
the couple it's also girls?
No.
Yeah, but what are the
remember,
chances?
Nah,
it's
guys, you're
twins-
overthinking it.
It could be
You have to overthink it. This is a lifetime.
You
It's a
have to
possibility in the
Yeah.
question.
because now remember twins doesn't specify gender.
But now,
Exactly.
what we're looking at, the
Couple doesn't
probability,
also specify
the
gender.
probability of twins of different sexes is much less of the probability
Of a couple.
of couples of the same sex.
Exactly.
Guys, you're overthinking it.
We're not overthinking
you have
it.
to overthink it.
But no, your question was just based on
You
either
can't
twins.
just go yes or no without thinking about the question.
Okay, ask the questions then.
They did ask the question, I'm not.
Okay, what is it? What is the answer to these questions?
What's
then,
your
now?
answer?
Twins.
Okay. So even if it's two men,
La buena salud. La buena salud. Ay, man.
Right where we need him to be.
Behave, my boy. Behave. LSG. Kupamkuzi.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything, but I'll tell the squad what happened this morning.
Doesn't matter what happened this morning. And it's not my fault. It's my
Of course, it's not your fault, but we can tell this to squad. I mean, it's not your
You
fault.
don't have
right?
to tell the street squad guys. This
But it's
conversation
not your fault.
is not going to go the way you want it to go. I'm telling you. Let's not even go there.
But it's not your fault.
I know, but let's not start with that conversation. You know, it's
Okay.
very delicate to start
Okay,
that
sorry,
conversation.
sorry. We didn't know it's delicate.
It's delicate for us. That is the fucking delicate for me. Yo, streets guys, these guys are wanting us to talk about inside jokes here.
dangerous ones.
It's not a
Dangerous
joke. It's a
ones.
real life thing. That thing.
Ah, but still.
Okay, so this question's for me. Would I rather date a porn actor or actress or date a stripper or a go-go dancer?
A stripper that does what?
A go-go dancer. You know the ones
Oh.
at the club that
Okay.
dance. Yeah.
What would then? So this is obviously a porn star and a stripper that
stripper?
you have to
Or
choose.
go dancer.
Or go-go dancer.
So, what would then be the difference between the two?
One is dancing and one is
Is sexing.
yeah.
Okay, so the dancer doesn't sex.
Watch I ever fail. That's
Okay.
crazy. So I'd rather go for the stripper
Okay,
because having the knowledge of my partner,
your partner having
on
sex with-
TV,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
sleeping
crazy.
with someone,
That's crazy.
I wouldn't know. So
That
I'll
would
go
be
with the
crazy
stripper or
business.
go dancer. Knowing
Imagine
that,
Utamali and somewhere in the mall and they recognize him.
yeah. But Moniko,
But ke
XX.
motho ao, o na le sebete girl.
Moniko OnlyFans, Moniko X.com, what?
Yo,
O na le
So,
sebete. That
yeah,
would be
no.
crazy.
So for me, it's stripper. or
And then we
go-go
saw
dancer.
yeah, it's the same
Because even the kids, there was this kid, I think the sister does OnlyFans and is now very suicidal because every time, no, I think it's the mother. Every time Batlala the videos, I'm wahai or Bamukwara that your mother does this and.
And you
And-
know how kids are mean.
Sure.
I
And
saw,
kids are very
I saw
mean.
the TikTok. It's actually the sister and the little brother is 16 years old. So
There's one also where the mother into it. Yeah, you requested a change school because
But honestly,
they
speaking,
recognize
I think
the
in
mother.
such cases, it's like when you are a very high profile or public figure, you know, you just don't want everybody knowing who your family is. So I think being in those types of jobs, you must also try by every means to just protect your family from them knowing where who is who in your family. To say, if you know this is what you do, then just stay away from your family. You can't live
a certain lifestyle.
The normal lifestyle because of just that shame that you might just be bringing your family to.
Because you know, it's very difficult because sometimes you do find family members that don't like you, like extended family members, and they're gonna out you. They're gonna say, "Ngwana smang monkey," anonymously, of course.
Yeah, but you know,
because
I think
it's always the people that you know.
For it to get to the kids, like now the kids that are teasing this particular kid, it's obviously her mother or her sister coming to school and picking them up.
But it's such things are never actually hidden unless they abandon you from birth. So, for example, if your mother was Zoto Abantucho, like how would you feel every time Hachwenda or Bazaladi video high when you're at school and all that? It's gonna eat you up. Because sometimes you find they genuinely present parents. It's just their job is otherwise.
I think that's why Zotwa Yena I don't know if maybe they allow the phones and stuff, but Omoken's boarding school.
Where nobody knows, yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows. And I don't think they have access to the phones or they can access social media like that for them to see
But-
naked
And
people.
Firstly, you must think they probably don't even know Zot is the mother.
yeah, because now we also I don't know, but
Have
for
you
me,
seen Zota's child?
Yeah, ukila mo post one, but like after many years.
After
I think he's
many
like in
years.
high school now.
yeah, but I think it's
Everywhere.
I think
Bruh.
I think the only way, because now if you're choosing to go this route of like being a porn actress or actor or going on to OnlyFans, I think the only way to protect your family, because now with OnlyFans and those type of platforms, there's not a
Hiding.
real way to actually protect your family members. As Lesotho said, there's someone that's going to recognize you.
Yeah.
So I think the only way you can actually do that is your face not being in the camera, which is very rare.
Yeah.
So there's not really a way to protect your family because somebody's gonna. There's people who go on these platforms. Even the video that I saw of the 16-year-old saying that I'm being teased at school. It's like, okay, but what are 16-year-olds doing on your sister's OnlyFans? Because you have to subscribe, right? So if kids can access that, there's not really a way to protect your family unless your face
Nah, I
is not
think
in.
once you like that, like criminals, you know your line of work is dangerous. So you must just accept anything can and will happen.
Yeah.
You can't expect normal life, whereas then you don't live a normal life or you don't work a normal life.
Meaning, you must know who it comes with the job. If ngwana
Definitely.
teaser.
It's bound to happen, bro.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're ready to accept it, but
But
your
like
child-
whatever, you know, Uri, even if your mother is
And a very
works,
sometimes you don't care, ne?
Yeah, when
Because
you don't care,
understand.
please.
like
like,
imagine
fuck it.
if you're very fat, LSG, just know they're gonna tease your child or your father is fat, or your father is short, or your father is whatever. So imagine when I know so it's a porn or any other, they're gonna tease your child. There's no
Yeah,
way.
you could be comfortable in your own fat, like be like, ah, fuck. You know, ladies love.
Sometimes they don't tease the child. They what's about bana baba shimane ba jwang. Yo mpeka wenzani? Nakulo bashibile phone, bashibile mewa.
Exactly.
That would kill you. Bashibile mewa nakulo
Saskomora kamewa.
mpeka wenzani ntwana. Nakulo mewa also sit down.
Wrong understand.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's very
It's
tricky.
very tricky. Yeah.
In the next, did you, wada.
Okay, this one's for KG. Would you rather not be able to laugh or not be able to read?
Not be able to read.
Yeah.
Nah?
I was about to say.
Yeah, I know me,
There's
bro.
no fucking way you're going to
Yeah.
live your life.
Laughing, bro.
When you laugh to a
It
point that
feels
you even
good,
start getting
dog.
cramps, bruh.
Yo, it feels
Or
brilliant.
you can't even
dog.
breathe and you
Best
tears come
feeling-
out of your eyes.
Best feeling in life.
There's no way.
And
Bro, imagine living your life without laughing. You know who?
I think it's the third best feeling in the world.
Sometimes laughter
And genuine
is able
laughter.
to get you through the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and genuine laughter at
That's
that.
how we survive the day, guys.
Yeah, true. That's why I get it's the third best
And
feeling.
remember, some people
in the
make
world.
money off making people laugh.
Jokes.
Basana
There's
any
comedians.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even people but and the memes. Like
Yeah.
I used to say to my little brother that I appreciate, but to that on social media
Yeah.
and actually make you laugh. It's like, how do you even think of these things?
Exactly.
Like, thank you for
Yeah.
actually making me
Yeah.
laugh. I needed it.
Imagine on to scholar all the social media platforms, you don't laugh.
How's hey?
Dog.
All of them.
That's a theft, bro.
La
So
motho-
even being in a relationship and there's no laughter.
O
Yeah.
tlo see motho o a theluthe o
Ah,
dula
bro, laughter is,
kwatile, o
is
dula
important. That's why man,
Yo.
it's the best medication.
Yeah.
What is it? The best medicine.
Imagine someone on say TikTok. Now
Yeah, you just dull. Yeah, you just quiet. Can't laugh. Yeah.
I plus one life here today.
Yeah,
Life here
you
today.
need
Ke
laughter.
batla go la-
Yeah.
go laga.
Yo,
We're
laga.
going through a lot.
I want to fuck lachen kabankabi, yeah.
Once.
Ah,
Yeah,
man, it's
one
still. Darling, libon kabi
Libon
bala.
nama-
I'll be an assassin, dog.
Sheba Owako America. Oh, I don't know if you guys read the article where the CEO of basically one of the biggest healthcare.
Or in the Twitter page even. Is it that person?
No, not that person. So now the CEO was basically like kind of like assassinated because now the video footage shows the person on a bike and the CEO is why Atamali one Umutun's in the street, right? And so after that person Amutunya went to Starbucks to order a drink, and then he had a mask on, like up to his nose. Apparently he was flirting with the cashier, and then Atosa mask guy smiled. So that's how they got a picture of him. So I was
Oh,
like,
of
even
him.
Ninka Bibatlote.
Exactly. One ton. Yeah.
Whatever movie ele Hitman.
Yeah.
I'll be that nkabi, dog. Like,
That guy is so serious.
yeah.
I'd say smile. I can't live a life like that, unfortunately.
no
I'm
way.
sorry.
Nah, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
man.
no.
Laughter is too good to just, not laugh.
Yeah, even like, if I don't laugh, if like sometimes when you check up on yourself, like when last did you actually like have a genuine laugh?
Yeah, I know.
And you think, well, as Lisa was saying, life here today, I was like, it's been a
Yeah,
while,
it
and
is.
I don't feel. I can feel it.
Emarvelo kunening la kutea.
Like
To laugh,
a
you like
heartfelt laughter.
your stomach is painful. Like,
Hey.
stop.
Yeah,
Kapati bas tesele, you even have to run. Make a short sprint. Ukhudle back to the crew. Uyiteke.
Exactly, yeah.
Run hard.
like even now, and imagine someone if Kaso couldn't laugh, like now how understand,
Yo,
like just not
fine.
laughing.
kills the mood.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Kaso, not too serious.
Ankabankabi, Joe.
I'm a link, but I think I be all over
Ah,
the most
straight
wanted
up.
right now. What's a
And there's even a meme about it where Baba a picture of that guy, ne? And there's a person like we say Unai Twitter page, and he has that picture of that person as his profile. Twitter, it's dangerous putting my picture on the internet, but he made it humorous. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, you know what happened with that one? It's I guess they're looking for this guy, so they can't find him, right? So they're looking for, in America where they basically looking
People
for
associated
suspects. So if now a crime has been committed and they give a description of the person,
Yeah.
so they're gonna look in the database to find someone who either like
Fits the
so we're gonna call in Huisi to come in. So with this one, this guy, the news basically put this guy on the news to say this might be the suspect. So this guy was saying that's kind of dangerous. Why live and
Shit.
you could get me killed.
Yes,
That's what he said. You
this
could
guy
get me
was.
killed.
You can get me killed. Is this even legal to do this?
Yeah.
So that he was put as a suspect.
Shit, that's fucked up.
So now when one day what's okay, na go Twitter, ba bona go ditabeng go ba ile go itse gore this might be the suspect. How about next, and now people are thinking, hey, maybe ke go itse.
Yo,
money this morning.
Kai.
Napalama pass.
Hey.
morning groove, my man.
Hey.
Napalama pass.
Nguva about shy, lo sharp, dog. For shit you didn't even know.
Shit that I even do.
Yo.
So you know
Why is
Twitter?
it?
About necklace.
Oh, necklace.
Like babe,
Mob justice.
letayere mo wena ba tshele petrol
Mob
le
justice.
My man. You are the oldest.
Bro, you necklace.
Hey.
You don't know it.
Don't know the term, my friend.
And
Yo.
yeah, ne.
He wanted to say something. I
You tired
tried.
of like necklace? I can they put it over your head.
Yeah, I understand why necklace, but I've never heard it before.
No,
Where did
that's
you
what
grow up,
they call
dog?
Doesn't matter. Moving right along.
Okay. Lesego. Would you rather have 50% chance of winning 1 million euros or have 75% chance of winning 100,000 euros?
50% chance of winning 1 million and 75% of winning
100,000.
100,000. How many chances am I getting? It's just one.
Just one, just that one.
Okay, even if you can get 100, but your chances are 50%.
50%. That one chance is 50%.
So it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
It's a could or could not.
Yeah.
Bruh, it's a 50-75.
No, definitely 1 million. I mean, who the fuck wants... I know the chances are going to be very high on the 100,000, but this one is too much of a...
I like your mind. I like your mind, my dog. Because even if you lose, you're still walking away with what you had already.
Exactly. So, no.
This requires
definitely
another level of
50%.
probability.
Hmm?
Okay, this requires another level of probability.
No, because even with the 75%, there's still a chance that you lose.
Yeah,
there
so
is
there's still a chance to lose.
So there's no guarantee.
Rather go big or go home.
No?
Because, with like a car accident, the probability is very high. But there's some people that will live till 90-something and never been in a car
Or
accident.
even pass away and never have been in a car
Yeah.
accident.
Then there's someone who told I to let in tlung, hana le koloi, a tlale strata. Iken in tlung ka koloi ken in tlung kutu.
Emoqish.
Now we let's CCTV.
Yeah, that's what kasha bel khoneng ko kasi ba be those big boulder rocks.
Others, yeah.
Yeah, cause khale di kena di kara.
Yeah,
And
true.
it again, I'm fana khunali. Nakule sansani ki vaga pasia padko. I think when 2014, there was a time whereby pasia padko ne ikeni kuntlung ko Bramfish. And that driver, I knew that driver. I don't know what the fuck happened with him that day. He just drove into that house with passengers.
Shit.
And they fired him.
And I got told it was brakes that failed or some shit.
It could be. Or sometimes maybe he was still asleep. It was
Yeah,
morning.
negligence. Yeah, but I agree with you, 50%, bro. It's still a large number.
1 million?
Yeah.
Shit.
Euros, I feel like I give up a guy 25 meter. Or 20 meter.
Times 20.
Times 20. Okay, Khwiti.
Oh, there's a story. I heard it on the news. There's a guy not very external, like an hard drive, ne? And I Kenya bitcoins come on, ne? And he forgot where he placed the bitcoins. Kapa ola lahla, but about dustbin, but you collect that. Now those bitcoins are worth, I think 600 and something million US dollars. Dude, like we let to where they, like, let's say pick it up, ne? We let
The dumping site.
dumping site is searching for it. He's even recruit, like now, because it got on the news, there's even people that coming and looking for that hard drive.
For themselves.
But he's the only one that can access it because it's probably like a passcode or something.
I don't think so. But I'm just saying, but it happened a long
But
time
isn't
ago.
it like
It's probably
an account?
damaged.
Yeah,
even.
they probably even
Isn't like an account?
recycled it.
Wasanya,
It's
Isn't
amazing.
Bitcoin like
There's
an
no way.
account?
No, maybe back then, it probably wasn't. Maybe it was stored somewhere. I don't know.
Mara, the probability
Maybe a
of him
token.
finding that hard drive
Electronic
it's chai.
token.
is chai.
But
Khale
man,
ba e
600 and something
recyclile.
meter talk.
Yo, bro, I'd fucking die. Bro.
Yeah, no,
I'll
they
be
probably
pissed
even
at myself.
recycled
That's
it.
in dollars even.
Yo, I'd fucking
That's
yo,
the
bro.
universe saying, Jorge, listen, this is what you could have had,
Wow. I'd rather
but you're not
know.
going to have it.
I'd rather not.
Yeah,
fucking
you'd
know.
rather not know, eh?
It's almost like the
I'd
universe
not live with
said,
myself. I'd go crazy.
give you the middle finger to say,
You'd
yeah.
rather not know.
Yeah,
You'd
you-
rather say, listen, just don't even tell me anything.
bro.
Just don't even.
That's some torture, bro. That's some
Yo.
mind fucking shit, bro.
And you know that guy is going to look for that thing forever.
He is. That's
And
the
he's not going
problem.
to get it.
Yo,
He's going to even try
what
to
if it's
find
even
ways.
destroyed?
He will even try to
And
find
then now
ways
I
of
believe, Jorge, when
recovering.
something is yours, you don't even have to work hard for it.
Yeah, that's
Practically.
true. That's true.
Yo, that's painful, bro.
Because for me, yes, maybe I would go to the dumping site to go and look for it as well. But Haki Feta, like 3 days, I'm going to accept how it's gone.
It's going to
Maybe
be a
the 3 days is
painful.
too much.
It's going to be painful to accept, but
You're not going to get it.
yeah.
Instead, you don't
Bruh.
I'm sure it's about recycling.
They just
Same melted
They probably-
somewhere.
long time ago.
They
bro.
probably
It's
destroyed that thing,
Long time
melted.
ago.
They created another hard drive on that thing.
Yo, I'm sure you be like, "Utlobatla ways, utlobatla the IT specialist. Can I recover the whatever was on the hard drive?" Zhang, you see.
I wonder if the hard drive was still here and you can't access it.
Then there was
Then
That's
it
a
makes
different-
sense.
Yeah, that's a different.
It's
thing.
gone. It's gone.
yeah, it's like a dream now. Shit.
You can laugh for the rest of my life,
Bruh.
knowing, hore, ke lose a chance ya win a child thing.
I nka le beef le ntate Mdimo.
Yo,
Ke wrong ke tsa so.
do you
Every
hate
time,
me?
every day my prayer is mara wa nke tsa
You
so.
walk in heaven.
So musu-
Every day my prayer is mara wa nke tsa so.
But I think that one is easier to forgive yourself. Unlike out here that sold the shares to Apple. I think he sold them for like $20,000 before Apple bloomed. And I think a few years thereafter, the very same shares that he sold were worth billions.
But I feel like with that,
I think that one, you'll blame yourself for the stupidity you made because you've always had it. You know what?
with that, I feel like it's different because now when it comes to urekisa the shares or buying shares, it's a risk. Unga risk.
What's happening? Is that
Uhamaki
ice you
mad.
choked on or what's happening?
It's ice.
Uhamaki mad. But going back to what Gax was saying, I feel like with that one,
You made a choice.
it's a choice because
Yeah.
now ki risk when you
And
trade you risk.
Yeah.
You know you if you take this, you might lose or you might win.
And I think he was also happy at the time with that 20 grand.
Yeah.
That he
But for me,
And it
speaking for
changed
me,
his life.
got. It probably did, Anton. And he was happy at the time until.
Because maybe he was
for me, it's easier to forgive myself for something.
you did than something you didn't do.
Yeah. So for like, if selling shares for me, that was a stupid move. It will take me longer, or I could never forgive myself for it.
No, but you
But
also,
as opposed to losing a hard drive that had bitcoins and all that shit, it will be easier for me to digest losing it.
my man, I understand
Not
that
losing
part,
it,
ne,
we
but
cannot
you
lose.
you also need to
Oh,
understand.
you
Hore,
trashed it.
Did he trash it or did he lose it?
I think it trashed it.
Ke fault ya gagwe, we latlhile.
Yeah, but it's both the same. Like if you are doing the action of either buying those shares or
Ke
selling them,
risk all in all.
that's something you thought of doing. If this guy also decided, no, I'm gonna trash this
And
hard
sometimes
drive,
you
it's
can't
his
even
decision.
tell
Unless it
when-
was stolen or he lost it.
That's
then it'll be
different.
like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
Different,
how
yeah.
did
It's
this happen?
different.
you can't tell when the company is going to boom. Sometimes you
Yeah.
probably think, Hori, he sat on those shares for like a good 5 years.
And what if he really needed that 20 grand at the time? What if that 20 grand was saving a life? Anton. So I wouldn't really think, or I don't
It's
think
just
there would
that
be
yes,
so much
he's
blame.
going to kick himself in the foot
Yeah,
because
it'll
I
be
mean
like, oh,
he
fuck,
lost
crap.
out big time. But he couldn't have told Hori, maybe in the next year Apple is going to be the Apple that we know.
I mean, KG, you've bought shares before, ne? And you've sold shares. No such hore.
Hey, this
You
guy's
wouldn't know
bought
hore
shares
next
and
year.
my man.
Hey, my man.
You know, you check the probability.
Hey, my man, which shares did you buy? Where's that company now?
I
Did you
sold
lose
it.
out?
He sold.
Did you lose out big?
No, I
bought-
didn't
Did they cost
lose.
more?
This guy probably bought Microsoft.
I didn't
or
lose.
something.
I made profits, but then I had to cash out to do a few
And
things.
then, do you think if obviously if you kept them, they would have worth more?
Not more than what I had sold them for. So what I mean is that I wouldn't have the money to invest more into them.
Only businessman, eh?
So I cashed them.
Just
basically,
before
I
that.
withdrew my funds so I can use them for other things. But
He cashed them just before.
why
the
check a
product
projection?
Did,
Yeah, company.
did it at least double up?
Yeah, more than doubled.
Okay, that's dope.
No, but more than double. But what I say is that you I want a projection of how companies go
Probabilities.
and all that. So what I'm saying is that not suffering from overthinking, I would hate whereby my loss is due to my inability to think. Where like selling shares is not like just it takes a lot of thinking to do into, unlike just saying hard drive useless next but look, fuck, that's not the hard drive I meant to throw away. I actually meant to throw away this one. Those two, they're incomparable.
But
Bro,
as I
I
say,
wouldn't
for
even
it-
throw it away.
You're
But
only
as I
saying
say,
this now because it's got to do with Bitcoin.
risk either way. It's a risk. Throwing it away is
You
a
made a
risk.
decision. You made a decision.
Yeah,
Can't go back.
throwing it away is a risk. Keeping it, it's a risk because now How's the as this was said, how's the itlo this company or not?
You made a decision, buddy. You made a decision just before the bottom fell out.
But
and all the little guys
the
lost
other did
everything.
would you
Okay, crazy.
Yeah.
Would you rather go back 200 years and meet your ancestors, or go forward 200 years and meet your descendants?
shit?
That's a good
I'd rather
one.
go back.
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'd rather go back.
I'd rather go back. I've got questions. I want to see how they
Yeah,
were.
yeah. I've got questions.
Yeah.
Those ones are gonna ask me questions. And I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't got you Nangelechi.
I'd go in front.
To do what?
I
To
want
answer
those ones,
questions.
yeah, to answer questions to my descendants. How I'm put sabari. You can see where we are. Why are so clear? I can't say
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what if you don't like what you see?
Oh,
right
so
now,
Pascal
ke a
Blade.
200 years forward. You don't
Lena
like how
no
you
ke a so clear ke a zama.
Some of them
No,
are not
but
even
yes,
yours.
not definitely, dog. I would rather, because I'd want to see if things are going to change in this family. Are things going to stay the same, or things are going to change?
Can't you move forward? Can't your whole lineage is wiped out?
It's fine. Then Kito Pila Kari, it's my last days on earth.
Okay, what if you go back, ne?
When you're
200
married.
years, and there's a little thing that you can tweak, nyana, and it just changes the.
And you find out how very there is.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, with the Zulu culture, sometimes they say things, all they took is apologizing for things to be different in the generations to come. Only apologizing.
Can I?
Someone said something to this one and took offense, and then that's where the
change.
war
The,
started.
the families split in
Exactly.
half.
Sometimes it's just a matter of askis.
Askis.
So just to,
Say askis.
Yeah.
And then things are gonna move forward proper.
so just to digress a bit, Nikishibli, this video of this, I don't say someone mapat kanyana. So you were saying hore, a lot of people by tabum seveti and all that saying hore, yeah, I'm bewitched, things are not going right in life. But onkathola batshwere ke pelo. And it's onkathola hase batata abona, but it's the doings of their parents. It's just your mother going to your aunt and saying, I'm sorry for mistreating you when you were young. Please forgive me.
Yeah.
Then they tell her,
And it's all gone.
not it's about this. Like you're saying, it just takes a bit of forgiveness. That's why it's a wrong trend. What's happening now? You stumble upon a bit of difficulties, then why all twice? No, it's just a matter of you looking at what is happening in your life, your family's life or history, and just the right people going to the.
And it's
the
important
right
thing
people
you
and
just said to
apologizing.
say
Being the bigger
why
person.
who's telling you to go and toss that type of thing? You know, to say ish. I think there is also just a little bit of misleading, but it's fine. We're not gonna get into that right now.
But yeah, I understand going back, ne? But maybe for the sake of the future, look at those ones in front and see maybe where their life got fucked up. And
now-
then maybe I can see it's the things that I'm doing in my generations.
And
Oh, so you're saying you
I
go
can secure the
forward
future going backwards.
and then you
Yeah,
see what's
exactly. You
happening.
can make amendments.
And then when
Yeah.
you come back to reality, you know how to fix
Yes.
things.
Yeah, you can make amendments.
Yeah, now
that-
tell that guy,
that
bro,
will
you
still
fucking
work.
up. Doing this will secure us in
Exactly
future.
in future.
Yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying, it also makes sense because now, if you can see how things are going to end up for your descendants,
I'm fixing it now
can come
so
back
that it
and fix
doesn't
it
go.
now.
So if you look at one of the strongest or the biggest families in the world, like your Rockefellers and whatnot, I'm sure Muto say years back, but they're still going strong. So you find there's measures in place that he has put to make sure even the future can't fuck
big.
up.
Nah?
But there's going to
Yeah,
be that
'cause-
one
'cause-
that's going to fuck it up.
For example, Ronam, African people, we don't write things down. So you find you learned a trick. And I think that's one of the problems. I can't speak for all black people, but personal experience, that's one of the problems. We don't teach the young ones how to avoid problems. In fact, we wait for them to go through the very same problems we went through, then we tell them. Rather than teaching them to
From
continue
get-go.
where we left off. Yeah. Like we don't pass on the baton and say continue. We let them start from scratch with us.
It's a conversation I was having at work where I was basically someone was saying that if I make it, I'm gonna make like basically they're going to want their kid to basically like suffer the way they suffer to get to it.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I said
yeah,
that
yeah.
this
That's
is something
crazy.
that black people need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
stop
yeah, yeah.
because
True.
like for my kid, I'm gonna make sure that my kid has everything that I didn't have for the rest of their life.
Practically.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
was
how
like,
it's supposed
why
to
should
be.
we suffer?
That's how generational wealth actually
The
gets to
Rupians
be.
are not making their kids suffer.
To be
They
extended
take over.
across.
Exactly. I was
generations.
making an example of the TV show Dynasty, right? This guy is a multi-millionaire, owns a very successful company, has 2 kids, a son and a daughter. So the son, I won't say he wasn't really interested in the business, but the father wanted the son to be the one to take over the company. And then the daughter was more interested in the business, right? And so he was invested more in the son taking over than the daughter. And I was like, listen, I was like to the person that I was talking to at work, I was like, why not teach your children the value of making money or the value of continuing the business than them suffering? Why
True.
do they have to start from the bottom to
Yeah, why do they have to start
why
from
don't
the
you teach
bottom?
them the business?
It goes both ways. You can't give a dynasty or an empire to someone who hasn't suffered. They won't be able to look after it, right? But yet again, they can't experience what you've experienced. It's a loss of
yeah.
energy.
I think
Yeah?
suffering
So
is okay.
so what I mean by that, if you look at, for example, I'll use the Italian mob. If you see how, let's say, from the age of 12, they start going to business negotiations with you. Well, not black people, we're so secretive.
Bruh.
We might even die not knowing how much your parents earned.
Oh,
How
what the
did they
fuck did
manage
they do?
funds?
Exactly.
So why don't you find by the time you start earning, you use funds recklessly, then they shout at you. Like,
Exactly.
who taught me how to
fucking
manage my
finance
funds?
them
You understand?
properly.
But I know-
But the Italians you find when they go to business meetings, they go with the son.
Yeah.
When you find even they're like, you know what? I can't make that business meeting. Please go on my behalf.
Exactly.
Say this. Ufana afona, Papa,
You
they're
already
telling
know
me
how
this.
it's run,
They don't
yeah.
want to budge. What must I do?
Yeah.
Okay, do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's why you find a kid only 19 years old, a business,
Dog.
and they already start doing whatever.
Running.
When up by 19, you're failing. You start
are
another
lost.
one. You're failing.
Yeah.
Because you had no one who actually put on the training
true.
wheels with you and teach you.
True.
You know, the suffering thing is a real thing, right? And it's a good thing. But maybe
I
saying
think suffering, the term suffering.
yeah,
is just
maybe the
fucking
term
up. That's what I wanted
suffering,
to say.
it sounds too
Harsh.
It sounds harsh.
right?
It's more of
I
guidance.
was listening to podcast LT when he had like Sizwe Dlomo, right? So he was asking Sizwe Dlomo about his cars, ne? And then Sizwe Dlomo said, "Now I started having a car at the age of 16. My parents bought me a car." And then LT was like, "Okay, so then where do you get all this business mind that you have?" They would buy me a car and buy me everything, but they'll never give me money. So for me to have money, I had to sell shit. Imagine they buying me a Benz while he was still in high school. They bought me a Benz, but I can't drive it. There's no petrol. So now I had to go and start selling things, because they will tell me, "Oh, we're not gonna give you money. We're gonna give you these things."
But can I also...
How you are going to work around them? It's all on
They
you.
teach you the
But-
value of hard work.
Because of that, he started selling things in high school.
But he's just simplifying it. They didn't leave him just like that. They probably taught him, like, you watch too much TV. Here's
Yeah.
a book, read this type of book.
Yeah.
Or this is how you talk to certain type of people. Or this is how you conduct yourself.
I think
this
maybe
is how
he
you
saw it
engage.
around because it was around him.
Or
But what I'm saying is that their lessons is not the same as a lesson who... How can I put it? Because there's a question that was once posed to me. Does being born in money guarantee that you'll make money? And I answered no.
Not always.
But it gives you a sense of self-worth. So for example, Koshopo, or you go to a restaurant and they bring burnt meat. If you come from money, you'll say, "I'm not going to accept this. I'm paying for it. Please go cook another meal." If you don't come from a home that gave you that identity of self-worth, you're going to say, "Kitlaring, iriki."
Yeah.
You understand? That's one portion of it. Another portion is that if you look at a lot of people that are being abused at corporates, it's people that don't have a sense of worth. Not worth, but self-worth. They feel like if they speak against the ill treatment that the company is giving them, then they feel like they'll lose their job. They don't understand the rights that are put into place.
they're running on a mindset that at least
Yeah.
can
So
Yeah.
me being
But
a
sometimes
dog
they
breeder,
will
ne?
lose their job though.
me being a dog breeder is a dog that's very confident is a dog that's easy to
train.
to train, to put out there, and is a dog that will succeed. Look at competitioning. Unlike a dog that's scared, I never used competitioning. That's a dog that's most likely gonna bite people. That's gonna be dog aggressive, cause insecure. That's why a lot of us black people, you're gonna see our insecurities by the clothes we wear. We overly aggressive. Like why, Joe? Yes, it was a simple mistake. Why are you gonna fight about it? It's a whole different.
That's you guys this morning,
It's
by the way.
mindset. You understand?
But I feel like
So-
it's a
That's you
parent.
guys.
yeah, let's don't go there, my car.
I
Let's
feel
not go
like-
there. What
did he say?
Well, let's just come with a question, man. Just leave it. But
I
what I'm
feel
saying is
like-
that although they didn't give him money, they gave him the knowledge and tools and resources how to acquire
They
that.
Yeah,
molded.
exactly.
They molded.
They
I feel
gave him the
like,
guidance.
yeah,
That's what I
I
wanted
feel like
to say.
as a
to say
parent, you
they
can
give him
mold,
guidance.
You can mold your kid in a certain direction. Not always. It's not always that where the kid will conform to that direction,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like there's a certain way. You know, even with Sizwe's, the way he was guided, I feel like, you know, the little things that we take for granted. You know, as a kid, when your parent is like, if you can get 50 or 85% on your next test, I'm gonna get you this.
Yeah.
So they teach them the value of working hard for
Reward,
something.
yeah.
You're gonna be rewarded for working hard. So you can mold your kid in that way
Yeah.
in terms of, okay, if I
You
work
teach
hard,
them to work hard.
teach them to work hard. So I feel like in that you can teach your kid. You don't necessarily like as you guys said, the word suffering is harsh, ne?
Yeah.
But then you can teach them that type of
And-
mindset to say, if I work hard, I can get this.
And you know what I've realized now? By engaging or growing up with kids that come from affluent homes, they have a lot of pressure. Like if you look at high school kids that had depression, they come from good homes.
Yeah,
and I
true.
never used to understand why
Why,
they
yeah,
had
true.
depression. That's because their pressure or
It's
what they
coming
get from home.
who they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine when I time early Mike Tyson. Imagine how great you need to be
To yeah.
in order to live. Or then even Mike Tyson. Petrus Motsepe.
To live up to that name.
Yeah.
To
but-
live up to that name. Like when I since Nelson Mandela, besides Nelson Mandela, which other Mandela made a dent?
You can't be a douchebag. You can't be a
You can't
douchebag.
fuck up.
There's
How come
pressure.
no lota wa partying or khatsa bo ege? Like you can't be just a normal kid.
I'm sure-
Besides that, like you need to make something of yourself.
I'm
in
sure
life.
even Sizo had some sort of pressure to live up to his father's name.
Or the family name, yes. Because
Family
if not,
name.
say better call center anyway, he would be a failure.
Yeah.
Even if he had his own car and home, but he would be a failure because, dude, we come
Yeah.
from money, and then when you're just an ordinary person.
Yeah. Caliber.
That would be crazy. And I'm thinking, Jorge, you constantly have this thing in your mind, Jorge. You don't want to disappoint your family.
Yeah, that's another.
You don't want to
pressure.
be, you don't want to look like a black sheep of the family. You don't want to look like, yeah, it's that one child that didn't amount to anything in the family.
Sure.
So now you need to make things happen. And it's pressure. It's pressure that you're living under. Anyway, how long have you gone there? It's
We
probably
need to
over an
wrap
hour
it
now.
up.
Wrap it up.
Right, Street Squad. Thank you
Yes,
for
yes. How's remele heme?
Akere yanong ke a botsa hore entle kwa tsala akere le wrap it up yanong ke ipotsa re ntle dintshang.
I'll try to wrap it up, ne?
A o tshia batla hemelang.
I can say about yona pele.
What's yona feel?
What lo khotlola gape?
Okay, Street Squad go bale mo fan chance. What lo rappel?
I'm good. Tla rapela on the next episode.
Now anything else you want to say
No, I think that's all for now.
before you wrap it up? Kagiso, you good?
I'm good. I'm nice, bro.
All right, great stuff. Street Squad, thank you very much for tuning in. Going to be catching us all the time. And please continue hitting those subscribes, those likes, shares. We need them.
Shares.
We want
Oh,
not Kagiso shares. Like,
that's exactly what
the
I'm
share.
thinking.
But anyway, as usual, you'll always catch us. Thank you for tuning in. And we are out of here.